Let's maul in the Central Committee. Let's cringe in the Central Committee. Let's bog in the Central Committee right now.
So anyway, the Gravel Institute talks about this, and he says, you know, look at the sewer socialists of Milwaukee. And if you go and look at my Twitter account, okay, not my alerts. What am I doing? You'll see that I tweeted, Socialist wins the mayor of Buffalo while at the same time attacking TIFs for wealthy developers. Sewer socialism is back. So let's show this. Let's get hyped over this. This is one of the things about my stream is I'm going to teach you shit. And it's going to be like, well, Mike is teaching me this. Why is this relevant? And then 5 weeks later, 2 months later, 3 months later, you're going to know, you're going to be ahead of the curve. You're not going to just be chasing stories around, right? You're going to know stuff that other people don't know. I know we're hyping up the stream and being like, oh, it's going to be so great. You know everything if you watch the Mike from PA stream, which, you know, not true. But you'll know a lot. And I think the sewer socialism thing was one of the things that really bothers me, even to this day, because it's such an important concept. A lot of people that are progressives and socialists are going to be using that concept when they run for office as a way of demystifying the idea of socialism at the local level. And so to see leftists attack sewer socialism and mock it is like, fuck, like that's significantly doing damage to socialism in America. Like legitimately, that is harmful. So because a lot of people that don't watch YouTube and are doing real socialism care a lot about that history. And you might not care about history. You might be an 18-year-old Zoomer and go, fuck the old people. But for, people that have been fighting for socialism for 40 years, it means a lot to them that socialists won in the past and socialists were effective in the past. Because you know that a lot of conservatives say, what about Venezuela? Shit you use today would not be here without the old socialists. Yeah. Dude, what are you saying? I'm a socialist would not win outside of New York, LMAO, or any very blue districts. Americans hate it. And that's one of the arguments that you're going to hear.
Oh, absolutely.
Yourself a socialist?
Oh, absolutely. The entire intent of this campaign is to draw down power and resources to the ground level and to the hands of the people. And when we think about socialism, we're perfectly fine with socialism for the rich. We will bail out Wall Street and banks and give $1 billion in tax incentives to one of the richest people in the world to build an empty Tesla factory in South Buffalo. And
by the way, what is she talking about there, chat? What was she talking about there?
The richest people in the world to build an empty Tesla factory in South Buffalo. And when it comes to...
She was talking about a TIF. She was talking about a TIF. So here we have a woman being elected as mayor of Buffalo in a Democratic primary, showing what? You don't have to settle for a neoliberal in a Democratic primary. That was my point all those months ago. Don't support Mark Gugel in the Democratic primary if you're a radical in Omaha. Are you fucking kidding me? The guy's a neoliberal piece of shit. He supports TIFs. Well, at least neoliberals have a plan, right? That was the argument. That was the argument. And a TIF means tax increment financing. And by the way, it's very easily, like, you just hit TIF. It's the first thing. It's not a complicated concept here, right? It's right there on Wikipedia, right? The Wikipedia Andes should be able to figure this out, right? Like this is not difficult. Tax increment financing is a public financing method that is used as a subsidy for redevelopment, infrastructure, and other community improvement projects in many countries, including the United States. The original intent of a TIF program is to stimulate private investment in a blighted area that has been designated to be in need of economic revitalization. Now, that's what they say they do. That's what it's like when Republicans say if you cut taxes, that's going to result in growth. And in reality, it doesn't work. What actually happens is these programs exist, and people who already have development projects go to their local politicians and say, I want a TIF. And they bribe the politician to make a redevelopment project they were already going to do now tax-free. So they get to invest in a factory or a warehouse or whatever, and they don't have to pay any property taxes on that. Meanwhile, if you buy a home, you have to pay property taxes. And so they develop this commercial property, and then there's roads that say there's tractor trailers that are coming on the roads, and that damages the roads. Those rich fucks who developed the property don't have to pay any property taxes, and you have your property taxes go up as a middle class, working class person to pay for the roads for the rich fucks. And it's been such a problem in Illinois, for example, because they have so many neoliberals there, that they've decided to do a moratorium on TIFs because it's a fraudulent thing. It doesn't work, by the way, because what it does is it results in rich people bribing their local politicians to get these special incentives, and they never pay taxes. So when Mark Goodell in Omaha says that he supports TIFs, I go, holy shit, that's some neoliberal garbage. No socialist or leftist should ever support that. What? And so that is the frustration, is when you have someone who is following around another content creator that they've now fallen out, apparently, which is, I'm glad to hear it because, whatever, that's how it works, right? When this new socialist mayor, what is she talking about?
In the world to build an empty Tesla factory in South Buffalo, bail out Wall Street and banks, and give $1 billion in tax incentives to one of the richest people in the world to build an empty Tesla factory in South Buffalo. And when it comes to providing the resources that working families need to thrive, socialism becomes scary at that point. So I'm very proud to be a democratic socialist. I am proud to have the support of Buffalo DSA and National DSA. I received a call from Congresswoman AOC this evening, and I'm just excited to be a part of this movement that is ushering progressive politics into Buffalo. Being the third poorest mid-sized city in this country, we should be considering how we begin to eradicate concentrated poverty and disadvantage, and democratic socialist leanings are a big step in getting us there.
So that's what I was advocating for. Candidates like this. You don't have to vote for Mark Goodell. And by the way, you know what? Nobody likes neoliberal candidates. Neoliberal candidates lose. Socialist candidates can win. So when I was out there saying, why are you supporting a neoliberal? Why are you supporting a neoliberal, dude? Why are you supporting a neoliberal finishing 5th worst candidate? Worst candidate. Why are you supporting that? Why are you, by the way, combined efforts of Vaush and Destiny's Community, 5th out of 5 for a neoliberal candidate. Loser. By the way, chat, if Kamara Snipes, who was endorsed by a lot of progressives and unions, she finished 4th, right? With 7,400. But look how many votes Mark Goodell siphoned off. If Mark Goodell was secretly the progressive candidate, right? What if you just add his 4,087 votes to Kamara Snipes' 7,000? All of a sudden, the progressive candidate finishes second, because the way this works, they have a jungle primary in Omaha, right? They have a jungle primary in Omaha. So the top 2 candidates go on to the general election. So if you take the 7,472 votes from Kamara Snipes and add them to the 4,087 from Mark Goodell, she is right there in the mix. She's right there in the mix. And unfortunately, because there wasn't that unity with progressivism, everybody becomes less viable the more you split the vote. And the most disgusting part was Mark Goodell was not a progressive. He was a bog standard neoliberal Democrat, and he got fucking smoked. But over here in Buffalo, an out socialist crushed an incumbent. Let's get her speech.
I hate to say I told you so. This is the work of a well-meaning group of rebels and revolutionaries. That had a bold vision for what we want the future of our city to look like. Sometimes I come up with wacky ideas. All the time I know that I can't do anything alone. When I said on the campaign trail, I am most qualified because I am a coalition builder. We set out to not only change Buffalo, but to change the way progressive politics are viewed in upstate New York. This is Buffalo, and it's not lost on me that we have a very entrenched Democratic Party that has no interest in our type of politics. So from the very beginning, last year, when I brought my island of misfit toys together, we were well aware that we were going to have to do things non-traditionally, outside of the system, in the middle of a pandemic. This is organizing. We win! From the very start, I said, this is not about making India Walton mayor of Buffalo. This is about building the infrastructure to challenge every damn seat. Committee seats, school board, county council. All that we are doing in this moment is claiming what is rightfully ours. We are the workers. We do the work. And we deserve a government that works with and for us. I have a long list of thank yous. Too many to name. All the glory goes to God. That's right. First, my children. My have been so patient with me. My oldest son is 24 years old. I called him on Sunday and I told him, Happy Surrogate Father's Day, because he's been taking up the mantle, spending the night every weekend, waking up, making me breakfast, making sure I feel good on Saturdays to get out on the campaign trail. My team. My team. Ain't nobody on this campaign get paid a single red cent. Now, don't be trying to call them. They're on Team India. This was a 100% volunteer-led effort.
King Henry, thanks for the phone.
I mean, look at you. Age, class, race, religion, gender identity,
sexuality.
We welcomed everyone in where there were. We asked for people who were inexperienced on political campaigns and said, don't worry about it, we'll find somebody to help you. And then here come Working Families Party. Democracy for America. DSA. Buffalo DSA, National DSA.
Grassroots.
Did y'all know Grassroots Law Project? Did y'all know that I'm the first woman ever to be mayor? I want to get back to the celebration. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This victory is ours. It is the first of many. All right. If you are in an elected office right now, you are being put on notice. We are coming.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what community looks like. This is what community looks like. Tell me what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
And there we go. The crowd, very energetic. India Walton speaking moments ago, questioning everybody as to whether they knew that she could likely become the very first female mayor for the city of Buffalo. When we organize, we win, she said. Jeff, we're going to send it back inside.
All right, thank you very much, Allie.
Well, chat, I mean, I wanted to show you that because that's the politics that we have around here. All right? We support DSA. We support candidates like India. And we show you practical socialist politics. I'm not here to chase the coattails of Joe Biden or other content creators to kiss their ass so I can build myself up so I could be a brand and mock everybody. This is an earnest place. We're not irony poisoned. We're not on post irony. We're not meta irony. We are not aloof from politics. We are not here to tell you I told you so when things fail and tell you that things can't get better. Here, our politics, this place, we're about trying, and you know what? There's going to be a lot of failing. There's going to be a lot of failing. When you try something, you fail. The first thing you need to learn to be a complete person is that you're going to fail at things. You're going to look bad. The first time you pick up something, you're not going to do it very well. If you let that stop you, you'll never try. You'll never learn. You'll never get better. If you're afraid of being cringe, if you're afraid of embarrassing yourself, all you're going to do is wrap yourself into a cocoon and you're going to sit in your room. I'm not afraid of that. I don't want you to be afraid of that. And what you saw right there was National DSA, Buffalo DSA, the Working Families Party, progressives uniting behind a out socialist, a proud progressive, and they kicked fucking ass in Buffalo, New York. Not Brooklyn, not Queens, but Buffalo, New York. That shows you that we have a real chance if you believe. Now, this week has been a pretty damn good week. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. There is definitely more work to do. We do politics here every morning starting at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. You can watch us here on Twitch. We're the morning guy, the morning politics guy, Politics Frogs in every single day, same time, 10 a.m., day in, day out, and we carry you through your morning and early afternoon politics needs. And if you need more, Mike from PA, we have a YouTube channel. We talked about suburbs, the My Pillow guy, Ted Cruz. We talked about DSA. Amazing. Making fun of Tim Pool. Amazing. Look at all of these amazing videos. Get in there, watch them. We have me on Twitter. You got to follow me on Twitter, chat. I'm at 20,614 subs. That means I got like 40 followers on Twitter in the last day. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Go follow us on Twitter. And of course, join the Discord, where we have an incredible community of left-wing streamers. We have left-wing community. We talk about the stream. We talk about politics. There's gaming content. It's a really awesome, supportive place. Direct action, mutual aid, and you can just let off some steam. And also, you can help produce the show. One of the things I do is I look at the links that are put into the news content suggestions chat room on the Discord. Join the Discord, come hang out, and maybe what you want me to talk about will be part of the next show.